It's extremely important that you wake up to what is actually happening here. Trump confirmed this 9 years ago. I've showed you video over and over again of 9 years ago, Trump saying that he's worried about the debasement of our currency and that we're going to be on an even playing field monetarily before we know it. That was 9 years ago. Now I'm going to break down the facts, figures, numbers, logic, and I want you to see through the smoke and mirrors. What is happening with the Straits of Hormuz is much deeper. It has massive financial implications globally. So I'm first going to go back 9 years. I'm going to take you through a journey, and I'm going to share with you my opinion, my logic, how I set myself up. Now, my expertise, I'm going to stay in my lane, is macro and microeconomics. Understanding big economic cycles, I go all the way back to studying pre-1907 and seeing historical patterns. Creation of the Federal Reserve in 1913, boom and bust of 1920 to 1929, the Great Depression. After World War II, they socially engineered the middle class through financialization, lending against our future selves, trapping us in the American trap, which is a debt-based society, detaching us from the gold standard in 1971. By 1988, we became completely detached from reality and money. Now that we land in 2026, this is extremely important. We don't produce shit in America, guys. Everything is outsourced. America's all based on debt and credit. We are in the most dangerous position that we've ever been, and we caught the ball. But behind the scenes, the things happening in the Straits of Hormuz are much bigger than you think. 9 years ago, 2017, Trump, Larry Fink, Jamie Dimon all told you Bitcoin's a fraud. It's used for money laundering. Run as fast as you can. And they held this narrative for a long time. Trump told you in his last presidency, not a crypto guy, he's a dollar guy, but he's worried about the debasement of our currency and we'll be on an even playing field monetarily before we know it, sooner than we know it. Well, here you are. Take off your tinfoil hat. This is no longer conspiracy. This is facts, figures, numbers, logic. 2023, Larry Fink switches his tone. I was wrong. Bitcoin is good if you're worried about the debasement of your country's currency. Now, he is the largest holder in Bitcoin through IBIT, BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF. Morgan Stanley just launched their Bitcoin ETF. Fidelity allows their clients to invest in Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and Solana. Go on your Fidelity accounts right there. JP Morgan owns its own blockchain system. Trump came back and ran as the crypto capital of the world, the Bitcoin president, and launched the Stablecoin Act, the Genius Act. Genius. Stablecoins use US Treasuries, 60% to balance them out. The American dollar was in a free fall. People were detaching from US Treasuries. Central banks are stacking gold. France actually sold 129 tons of US gold reserves, then they bought it back in Europe for a profit. Countries around the world are dumping US Treasuries and stacking gold.